Hello, I'm Tanner Abraham, and welcome to Talking with Tanner. And today I'm going to be addressing what does it mean to have a poverty mindset. So this all came to me today when I was in 7-Eleven. I was getting my stuff, and then I realized that I needed pens. I'm out of pens. I do a lot of writing, so I gotta stock up on pens. So I see these black big pens. There's two in a pack, and they were 129 for that one little pack of two big pens. Then right next to it, I saw a pack of 8 pens that looked like, well, this is the pack of 8 pens, and these were only 269. But at the time, my first thought was, well, these are cheaper. Even though it's 2 pens, they're still cheaper. So I should just pay for those because I'd be spending less money on the two big pens. But then I stopped myself and I realized that these would last a lot longer. The this 8 pack would last a lot longer than that 2 pack, and I'd barely be paying double for 4 times the value. And they'd last even longer because they're obviously a better quality of pen as well than those. You know what a big pen looks like. They're clear, long, no grip, just regular, everyday, basic pens. So in that moment, I realized that I had grown up doing stuff like that. If I see something that's cheap or that's close to my budget or my price range, I automatically would say, well, even though I'm not getting the most out of this and I'm getting ripped off when it comes to value, to long term value, I'll still get this little thing. Like, here's another example. In New York, there's something called Lucy cigarettes, right? For all the smokers out there, I know smoking is bad. You shouldn't do it, but I'm not going to be your parent right now. So, Lucy cigarettes are single cigarettes that are sold, by themselves. So it's like $1 for a single cigarette. Well, at least at like years ago. I don't know how much they are now. But it would be $1 for a single Lucy cigarette, and a whole pack of cigarettes was about $5 at the time. And in the pack, I think there were maybe 10 cigarettes. So let me frame this, people who lived in my area, which was the ghetto of Yonkers, New York, instead of spending the extra $4 to get a pack of 10 cigarettes, they would spend $1 for a single cigarette. And I know what you're thinking. That makes no sense. Why would you do that? You're being ripped off because you're losing. Like, you're losing, like, what is it, 9 cigarettes? I'm no math. But anyway, you're losing like 9 cigarettes. Like, when it all works out. So my point is, people who come from the background that I came from, who are used to buying things in small quantities and paying less and thinking that you're getting a deal, it's like we've been programmed to do this. Like when you go to other communities where people go to a Costco or to a Sam's Club and they buy those big industrial value size packs of whatever commodity or favorite item that they need or want, that they're saving a lot more money even though they're buying the big industrial the big industrial size version of whatever it is. And really, that's the way to shop. That's the way to save money. That's the way to, it's stocking up. That's the way to stock up. That's the way to just stretch your dollar as far as possible. So I know for some people out there, they may be thinking, well, if I buy one Lucy cigarette, aren't I stocking up? Stocking up, by the way, I'm not telling you to buy cigarettes. I'm just using that as an example. But aren't I stocking up if I buy one Lucy cigarette instead of buying a whole pack? No, you're being ripped off. And these businesses know that. That's why a lot of the times in these areas, these what's the word that I want to use? These a lot of the times in these underdeveloped areas. There we go, underdeveloped areas. You'll see these types of price pointing, and really it takes advantage of the people, and it's bad, but they still just decide to go buy. So all I'm saying is pay attention to your buying habits. Pay attention to, you know, where you're spending your money, but not just that, but how you're spending your money. Am I being economical here? That's all. It's just that whole instant self gratification thing. You you want to get what you want right now, but how does that help you in the long run? You know, and I'm going to stop using Lucy cigarettes as my example, but you want one bag of chips right now, but what about later? That's why it's best to buy the big jumbo sized bag of chips, because when you do that, then you have enough for now, later, and in the long run, by buying the big pack, you save yourself when buying a bunch of single packs, like probably 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 times as much money. So that's something to think about, especially like now when people are trying to make more money with doing these different gigs like Uber, Lyft, and stuff like that. So yeah, just get the value sized, spend the extra dollar for the quality, quantity, and the convenience of having more when you need them, instead of just one single quantity of whatever you're trying to buy that'll run out like that. So that's it. This is Talking with Tanner, and if you're wondering why my name is Tanner, it's because I'm tanner than you. So bye.